the 4 seed in the East. And the Cavaliers. James Harden in the backcourt with Donovan Mitchell. They work it to the big Mobley, one-on-one with the veteran Harris. Clear the area. Back in with 6 to shoot. Mobley, body's bumping. Give it up. Mitchell lobs it up. Slammed down by Mobley. Perfectly executed.
I think that was supposed to be a switch by Detroit. They ended up with 2 on Donovan Mitchell, and he's able to get the ball there. Strus now opening up on Cunningham, just like Dean Wade did. Not as much size, but a tough, hard-playing guy.
Jenkins connects on a 3.
This guy's been incredible. Started the last 2 games and has averaged 17 a game in those 2.
Mobley, too strong. Rebounded by Cunningham. Harris by himself. The pass was a little long, but he saves it. Harris, ball fake, gets around Harden. Couldn't finish with a left hand.
Yeah, but that should have been a wide-open layup.
Mitchell, the handles. What a maneuver. Gets it inside. And Jarrett Allen rocks the rim.
Well, Donovan Mitchell already with 2 assists, only averaging 3 in the playoffs.
And a 4-3 advantage for the Cavs. Jenkins, penetration. The floater, no. Rebound grab by Mobley.
See very aggressive switches onto Cade Cunningham by Cleveland.
Shake and bake from Mitchell. 2-man game with Harden. Mitchell against Harris. Lines it up. Too strong. Overcooked it. Cleveland shot just 39% in the Game 6 loss. Up top! And Thompson could not put it down.
I'll tell you what, though, the Cavs have dodged 2 bullets with poor transition defense.
The push shot from Jarrett Allen.
Right there, Cleveland's got to do a better job getting back, getting their defense set.
Cleveland trying to get to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2018. Pistons haven't been there since 2008. Cunningham, isolation with the beard. James Harden. Cunningham rises up. And it rims out. Mobley with the board. Mitchell, hard drive, loops it upstairs. Allen the catch, release, and the foul.
Right now, going to the line.
Jarrett Allen had a monster Game 7 against Toronto in the first round. 22 points, 19 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He's off to a quick start here. Cleveland is 4 of 6 from the field. Detroit, 1 of 5. Cunningham against Strus. Kick it, Thompson, back for Cunningham. 7 to shoot. Harris trying to make it happen. Oh, beautiful spin. Comes up short.
Detroit's getting good looks. I wouldn't be too worried about that if I were them.
Mitchell sizing up. Jenkins, the spin. Hangs. Mitchell tried to put some English on it, but couldn't convert. And Harris is down on the play.
Well, we're 4-on-4 right now. Mitchell slow getting back. Harris slow getting up.
Dana's Jenkins is going to take it and make it a long 2-pointer.
Two-way player to a Game 7 starter in the course of 1 season.
8-5 lead for Cleveland. James Harden acquired from the Clippers. This was the big move that the Cavaliers made for moments like this. Harden, driving kick. Mobley deep in the corner. Thompson tried to loop it ahead. Ball gets deflected. And it's retrieved by Cunningham.
Quite honest.
It was a 21-point victory for the Pistons to tie the series at 3-3. Duren, the jumper rims out. It just has not been very crisp for the Pistons.
Not at all, and I don't like that shot as much. They need to get Duren around the rim, not shooting mid-range jumpers.
James Harden playing in his 187th career playoff game. The block by Thompson. Allen didn't see him. Jenkins 2-on-1. Harris accelerates, and he's fouled by Strus.
Well, that was good.
They could be lethal.
Yeah, that would be scary for the rest.
Score has been changed. They took a look at the Jenkins jump shot, and they have awarded him 3 points, not the 2-pointer that was called on the floor. 8-7 Cavs.
I wish all of our reviews could be that quick and easy, where somebody can just tell them, no, that was a 3.
Would that somebody be you, potentially?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
You'll take that job. Harden misses on a three. Strus somehow comes away with it. Strus fires. Short. Gang rebounding. Allen grabs it. And a reload for Mobley. Strus. Green light. Can't hit the three.
Tell you what, though, if you can keep getting extra shots, extra possessions, that could be huge in this game.
Cavs have missed their last 6 shots. Pistons looking for the lead. Harris. Short. Allen couldn't grab. Last touch.
Environment for the Cavs, hoping a wave of Cleveland fans can help push this franchise to its first conference finals since 2018, guys.
And Cassidy, I would add, they're good seats. Those are not nosebleeds.
Oh, Dan Gilbert spent some money.
Take of the clock, 3 to shoot. Harden, does he realize it? I don't think he does, and it doesn't matter. The 3 won't count violation.
Right, and the ones you really want to avoid are live ball turnovers that get Detroit out in transition. That one is not what you want, but it doesn't kill you.
Former Cavalier Karis LeVert in the game for Detroit during the spin. And comes up short. Allen a factor defensively.
Absolutely, and Duran has struggled with the length of the Cavs.
Wade is in, so is Merrill, and Wade puts it in the basket from deep.
It's good to see Wade shoot the ball with confidence, and with Donovan Mitchell on the bench, they've got 3 good three-point shooters on the floor around James Harden.
Duran powers his way in for the banker.
Duran looking aggressive early, a good sign for the Pistons that he's attacking at least.
Game 7 in the first round against Orlando. Duran went for 15 points and 15 rebounds. Harden, he saw LeVert reaching and took. Strus makes a cut. Extra feed. Wade puts it in.
I'll tell you what, Cavaliers now with 4 layups in the early going, 10 points in the paint to Detroit's 2. In the last 3 games, they haven't even been able to crack 40 paint points. So good start for Cleveland.
Step back Jay, Danis Jenkins. High in the air, tipped out. So Duran patrolling the paint.
Yeah, but I like the aggressiveness that Duran's playing with early.
Allen turns it over. Low pass, LeVert Euros and finishes.
Better than the year before. Phenomenal 2 years under J.B. Bickerstaff.
Stewart and Robinson in for Detroit. Ball fake, Merrill, got a 3.
Wow.
Cavs go back in front. We approach 4 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Well, shooters are going to be so important. Cleveland missed Sam Merrill for a game and lost. Detroit missed Duncan Robinson for a game and lost. Good to have that shooting around your stars.
Cunningham makes his move, puts it over Wade, and hits.
First bucket of the night for Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham is averaging 29.3 points per game in the playoffs. Allen too strong, rebounded by Cunningham. Pistons are running. Thompson has got another gear. He bangs into Merrill, who goes down hard.
Well, Merrill earned in front of a group and give those lessons.
And Rip Hamilton looks like he could play for the Detroit Tigers today.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Harden drives in on Sasser and scores off the window.
Way too easy. You don't see the Pistons get ahead of Isaiah Stewart in the last couple of games, but tonight he goes with beef stew before Paul Reed.
LeVert coughs it up, gets it back, trying to save. He does. Shot clock is winding down. Cunningham. It's an air ball. And a shot clock. Looks like they were doing the right thing. Stewart just didn't get there in time and do anything. Out of bounds. Cleveland 47% from the field. Detroit 37%. Stewart defending Mobley. Give it up. Merrill, one dribble, fade, short. Tracked down by Wade. Shot clock doesn't reset. A hoist. It goes. Evan Mobley with a grenade 3.
Wow. On Merrill, and then an air ball. Dean Wade turns it in to a second attempt.
Cunningham. Copyright that move for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, I like that when he gets James Harden on him on the switch, to not wait and turn it into an isolation, to just go quickly.
Harden against Robinson. Harden into the paint. And Robinson committed and is going to pick.
Time right now for the playoff game. The next is actually...
Yet, Cleveland's got a 5-point lead. Robinson fouled in three-point territory. 3 free throws for Duncan Robinson. Harden. Robinson shoots it at 75% at the free throw line. Coming off the bench, stepped forward and played well on the starting role. And as you mentioned, J.B. Bickerstaff.
58% from 3 in this series. That is what makes guys panic and get a little too physical. And you turn a 58% three-point shooter, which is unbelievable, into 75 at the line.
Swing, Merrill, got him.
You can't leave Sam Merrill open. They've been a much better team when they've had Sam Merrill. He came in only 35% the series from 3, but that guy can get it going at any point.
Sasser misses on the corner, Jay. Rebounded by the veteran Schroeder and a former Piston. Handed off to Mitchell. His jumper is pure. Straight away.
Just let him come off and have a clean look.
And this is the largest lead of the night for the Cavaliers. Little stop and go by Cunningham. He clears for Sasser. Under a minute to play in the first. Sasser the drive, a little bit out of control. Kick, LeVert, his jumper, air ball. Mitchell, down the floor, Schroeder. And the Pistons get back defensively. Merrill gives it up for Mitchell. Cleveland has made 5 threes. Detroit has made 2. Mitchell could not convert. And LeVert comes away with it.
Pretty frantic pace early in this first quarter for a series that has been the second slowest paced series of the 12 playoff series to this point.
There's a 3-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Sasser, the step back 3. Bottom. 28-22 Cleveland. 2 seconds, 1 second. Mitchell banks it in. A spider bite at the end of the quarter. Reed is in for the Pistons. Robinson floats it up and gets the roll.
That's a great job by Duncan Robinson. The threat of him as a shooter, and he understands it. They're trailing him off the screen. He curls. He's become a lot better on those floaters.
Robinson takes it away from Merrill. And then Merrill pokes it away from Robinson, but a foul.
Defense before. And he said, no, he's underrated as a defender. He will be in the right position. He will execute the game plan.
As Cunningham was making his move, the whistle blew. So back-to-back fouls on the 6-year veteran out of Utah State, Merrill. Robinson, give it back for Cunningham. Cunningham drives, and Cunningham finishes.
Way too easy and to his strong hand. Dean Wade's an excellent defender. He's got to be better than that.
Mitchell, hard drive, and he banks it home.
But you see how he got his body into Paul Reed there. Never gave Paul Reed a chance to block that shot.
Thompson takes it inside, but comes up short, gets poked out of bounds by Reed. 33-26 Cavaliers. That jumper doesn't go for Mobley. Offensive rebound. Mitchell tees it up and hits it off the iron. Another offensive board, and Mobley draws the foul against Reed.
And I know you're always concerned, always want to know my schedule.
I do.
I will be watching both of those games.
I'm going to mark that down on my calendar.
Yes, I know you want to know.
Stan watching games for the rest of the postseason.
There you go.
High pass handled by Cunningham. He's in there with Sasser, Reed, Thompson, and Robinson. Cunningham stops, pops, and misses. Another board for Mobley.
Well, our guys in the studio made this point before Game 6. The Cavaliers not afraid of any of the matchups.
Oh, Mobley! Big finish!
Donovan Mitchell just distributing all over the matchups they want, but they'll willingly switch. Our guys in the studio said the whole lot. He has 4 in this game. We're only 14 minutes into the game.
Mitchell picks up the foul. Cleveland's got its largest lead. Deflection there by...
Especially right now on the perimeter.
Robinson puts it up. Rebound. Battled for. Reed claims it. Sasser, shooting practice. Off. And a loose ball foul called on the inside against the Cavaliers. Robinson lost it for a moment. Shot clock is down to 7. Reed one-on-one with Wade. Reed off one leg. And it's knocked over to Schroeder.
Cavalier defense in the half court right now has been outstanding.
And in a half, most in the playoffs, tying
So much now. This is a time Cade Cunningham can really take advantage of that switch.
free throw attempts. The last 5 games, Cleveland has 157. Detroit has 93. Tonight, they are 3 of 7 at the line. The Pistons are 3 out of 5. Cunningham the bounce. Reed attacks, and it's denied by Allen.
That was a great block. Came out of Paul Reed's vision. Didn't see him coming, able to get the block.
The lead is 11 for Cleveland. Allen asking for it one-on-one with Harris. Turns, and he's hacked hard.
Be in the game and not give up foul.
And that's a 2. 1 out of 2.
Franchise?
I think you can infer that
Okay, yeah,
from my
I did.
statement.
I did,
I think
yes.
you did. 38-26, Cleveland.
I like this. You got to go at Donovan Mitchell right now.
Harden helps off the double team. Thompson ducks inside, but could not finish it.
Well, Jared Allen doing a great job of rim protection right now. Made him alter his shot. I like the idea, though, of going at Donovan Mitchell with 2 fouls. He's starting to get rolling offensively, and you don't want to let him get going.
Mitchell gets it blocked by Harden. Gets it in for Mitchell. Defended tightly there by Harris. Mitchell trying to shake him off. Bounces, Allen, extra, Harden had to shoot it. Another shot clock violation.
Yeah, James Harden's not a lead, as you call it, late in the shot clock.
38-26, Cavaliers. Cunningham has been held in check and misses on a 3-ball. And Harden gets fouled on the rebound.
I didn't like that from Cade.
Stan, the Pistons have missed their last 8 shots. And Cleveland has got a 12-point advantage. Schroeder, swing it, Merrill, he sticks a 3.
That's just an overhelp. No reason for Cade Cunningham to be coming that far and get loud about. If Detroit will make a little bit of a run, this crowd will come alive and can help them.
If you want to dive deeper into this or any NBA playoff topic, ask AI mode in Google search as Karis LeVert gives the crowd something to cheer about with a corner 3.
Well, Karis LeVert's been very good in this series.
Allen had it knocked away. Cunningham tried to 35% from the field. Stolen away by Cunningham off the inbounds from Harden.
Just a lazy inbounds pass.
Robinson takes it to the rim, and Schroeder was fouled on the play.
Yeah, I want to see this one if it's as bad as Schroeder's making it.
Scored 28 points off of those turnovers. Just 5 turnovers so far for Cleveland in the first half.
Yeah, 2 of those are 24-second violations.
Bank shot for Merrill.
Yeah, Merrill's been fantastic so far. The Cavs bench gave him very little in Game 6, but Merrill already in double figures today, the leading scorer in the game.
Allen fell down, but he was in the right spot for what was a pass from Cunningham. Harden gets the step, hooks it underneath. Allen the catch, and he lays it in.
Too many give these up.
It's a 14-3 run. LeVert, baseline delivery, he's fouled. And Harden. NASCAR with
3 areas in this series. Turnovers, right now dead even. Offensive rebounds, edge to the Cavs. Threes, edge to the Cavs. And so they're up 14.
And 3-point shooting, 7 of 16 from downtown.
Mark Davis he throws his head back. There was nothing in
The hit on the arm leads to the whiplash.
I do not.
And J.B. Bickerstaff knows Harden very well from their days together in Houston. LeVert one-on-one with Allen, former teammates in Brooklyn. LeVert goes to work. Off the hesitation, Strus knocks it away. Everything is going Cleveland's way right now. 46-31 advantage.
It's the best defense I've seen out of Cleveland in the entire playoffs.
Sasser takes it away from Mobley. Angles in. Jenkins, corner pop. No. And the rebound, Mobley saves it ahead.
Excellent steal, though, by Marcus Sasser.
Harden one-on-one with Sasser. Now in his third year out of Houston. Harden's jumper is off. Offensive rebound for Merrill. Merrill turns around and comes up short. Allen's got the board, and he got fouled on the play. Rebounding numbers in favor of Cleveland, 20-4.
Importance of the possession game, and it has been so far. If Cleveland would make some free throws, I mean, they're 6 for 13. Yep. This game could be even worse.
The lead is 16 for the Cavaliers. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Cunningham one-on-one with Harden. Blows by him and draws the foul.
I like that by Cade Cunningham.
Caesars Arena.
He sure did. It was one of the most enjoyable games to watch. And more with 3 fouls.
Cunningham now has 8 points. He's the high man for Detroit. Cleveland led by Sam Merrill off the bench with 11. Jared Allen has 10. Donovan Mitchell has 9. Harden gets it ahead. Settle in here. Merrill, no hesitation. He's got it! And the foul! A chance for 4. Sam Merrill is locked and loaded.
Now 1 to Sam Merrill. I think they've got to be up and either switch those aggressively or at least get up to the level of the screen.
Detroit's bench outscored Cleveland's 48-19 in Game 6. Completely different story tonight here in Game 7 thanks to Sam Merrill. Handed off to Jenkins, one-on-one with Merrill. Entry, Duren drives, Duren scores.
I like it. I like where he caught it, 2 feet in the paint, where he doesn't have to do a lot in making moves and right to the rim. These last 4 minutes important for Detroit to cut this lead under 10 and get back in this game.
Pistons have had a tough time getting stops. Harden one-on-one with Harris. Fend off and fade. Doesn't go. Duren battling with Allen, the discard.
Oh, they're going to call that a jump ball.
Allen and Duren. To be in the right spot. And it's tapped to the sideline.
Really competitive guy. It wouldn't help him now.
Can he shoot the 3?
I don't think so.
Sasser. Too strong. No flow here for the Pistons. Cleveland, different story. Allen on the spin. He's fouled. Sasser tried to help.
Good enough defense by the Pistons.
The NBA family.
We're just used to a much more aggressive Pistons defense. Like the shooting problems, we've seen a lot. But the way they hang in games when they're going through that is with their defense and rebounding. They're not doing either one well tonight.
Cunningham fakes out Strus. Missed it. Strus, he tried to knock it off Cunningham. It's out of bounds. In those elimination games, they've got 35 points right now with just over 3 minutes to go first half. Jenkins is off the mark, and Allen vacuums in another rebound.
Against the team, Ian, who is not a great defensive team. Middle of the pack during the regular season.
And another nice maneuver.
Play, 1 play at a time, hit singles, just try to do our best to stay calm and even field.
Thanks for your time and good luck. Back to you, Ian.
All right, Cassidy, thanks so much. Cleveland had a chance to put Detroit away at home. Couldn't do it on Friday night. They get their second opportunity here in the Motor City. Mitchell, pump fake, and the banker goes.
This series, 17 assists and 14 turnovers. Tonight, 6 assists, no turnovers.
And Mitchell is fouled by Thompson on the breakaway.
In my opinion, he's done a great job taking care of the ball. And all 6.
Cavaliers have won 5 straight Game 7s going back to 2016. And this is now their largest lead of the night, 21. Duren one-on-one with Allen. Kick it out for Cunningham. 2-man game with Thompson. Drives in, missed it initially, but follows his miss with a deuce.
Well, he is so good on that second jump. So quick. This isn't just like a pogo stick right back up.
Can the Pistons change things on the defensive end of the floor? Strus the bounce for Mobley, and a foul.
That time, Danis Jenkins clearly holding.
Allen couldn't dunk it. Strus is there for a cleanup on aisle 2.
But look, the paint and the glass totally dominated by Cleveland. Yes, they've got more shooters, but for Detroit to win, they cannot get dominated like this in the paint.
It's 70-49. Countered right now here at Little Caesars Arena. Mobley, stop and go, give it up. Allen, off the bump. Oh, that's creative from the throw. Pistons shooting just 38% from the field. They've allowed Cleveland to shoot it at 54%. Allen trying to deny Duren the ball. 6 to shoot. Duren backs in, double team from Harden. Shot clock winding down. Jenkins, the teardrop goes.
Well, Jenkins started us off with a couple of threes early. Hadn't scored in quite a while.
Pistons led the NBA this season in blocks and steals. They were a high-level defensive team. Allen had it knocked away by Tobias Harris. 3-on-2 developing. Harris will try to do it himself. He's fouled from the Cleveland sideline. Harris at the free throw line. Harris still does not have a field goal. 0 of 5.
Yeah, he's shot 50% in the first 3 games of this series. He's shooting 30% since then.
Harden puts it on the deck, drives in, trying to hook a pass to Allen, and it ricochets out of bounds off of 9 minutes to play here in the third. Loop it in for Allen. 17 points for Jared Allen. Hand it to Harden. The handles, the jumper, no good. Rebound, Jenkins got his hand on it, taps it over to Harris. There has been no consistency on the offensive end of the floor for Detroit.
Well, Detroit's not a great half-court offense. J.B. Bickerstaff knows that. They need to get going in transition, but even when they've gotten stops tonight,
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals will be Tuesday night. If the Cavaliers win, it will be at MSG. If the Pistons win, it'll be here in Detroit. Mitchell, ball fake. Harden swing. Mobley, the drive, and he gets fouled by Duren.
well,
Thursday, the WNBA.
well, maybe Isaiah Stewart can get going with some of his talk about, oh, this guy, you know, talk to us or whatever. It's not how you inspire your team. Somebody's got to inspire their teammates here with some great effort plays on the defensive end of the floor.
They give Thompson the 3, and that's why. A flat air ball.
Wow. He made the last one of the first half, his first made 3 of the playoffs, and then nothing there.
Mitchell, swing it out for Mobley. Mitchell will fire, rimming out. And rebounded by Harris.
Detroit's got to get running.
Get into it quickly here. Harris cut off by Mitchell. Handoff to Cunningham. He drives, dishes. Stewart couldn't catch it initially.
If Karis LeVert forced the switch and get Harden on him in attack.
Cunningham fires. No good. Allen with the board. Kate Cunningham is now 5 of 13, 0 of 5 from three-point territory.
And the Pistons are 6 for 21.
Isolation. Harden drives in on Robinson. The help by Stewart that bounces off of Merrill, and Harden couldn't save it. Out of bounds. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third. Jenkins turns the corner. Stewart, the trailer, he lays it in, and a foul.
Right now, Donovan Mitchell on the bench. This is where Detroit's got to make a move.
Robinson leaves Harden. Now he'll recover defensively. Harden takes him off the dribble. Swing, swing. Strus a 3. Short. Rebound. Harden tracks it down. He gets shoved by where his fingerprints are all over this game. Only 6 points.
Harden and not enough Donovan Mitchell. You got to know who your best is. Easy call.
And off the miss. Allen is there. He got denied by the rim. But another foul is called.
They got outworked in game 6, which is what.
Allen, 18 points. He is 6 of 11 at the free throw line. Karis LeVert in the game for Detroit, and instant offense as he hits it from three-point range. 76-59. 6:24 to go in the third. Quick move as the
It's absurd defense by Paul Reed and the Pistons.
And another turnover. Allen's got 20 points, 7 rebounds. Get it in. Allen is fouled.
The biggest problem, though, I like what JB talked about with their competitive this, and quite honestly, they've been totally outworked tonight. About the only thing they're doing well is defending the free throws.
Yeah. They're 19 of 31 at the line, Cleveland. Detroit, their starters are 13 of 37 shooting. It's 35%. Robinson off the bench and connects for 3.
There's still plenty of time. This is 17 right now.
Donovan Mitchell is on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Paul Reed needs to be the guy.
Oh, Jared Allen with the resistance. Allen's got 23 points. Cunningham on the spin. Tipped up in the air. Reed controls it, trying to create space, and does.
Well, there's B-ball, Paul. He needs to get going now. I haven't seen the maniacal energy that we've seen in the rest of this series.
5 minutes to go in the third. They blitz Harden with 2. Gets it away. Strus the bounce. Nobody at home. Wade kicks it out. The Harden 3. No good. Box out by Sasser. Ripped away by Merrill. Sasser tries to take it back. Allen sits. Mobley third.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's 2 huge game 7s. Mitchell's been great tonight. And Ian, you've been around the league a long time. You're a really old guy. And
true.
And you know that reputations in this league are earned in the playoffs.
No doubt.
Jared Allen getting it done.
Reed, the left-handed push shot. And he gets a fortuitous bounce.
They got to get some stops now.
Mitchell operating one-on-one with Robinson. Mitchell takes the runway, crosses over, and puts on a scoring clinic.
I mean, I know Sam Merrill's out there. Kenny Atkinson's done a great job with his lineups tonight, keeping plenty of shooting on the floor, but somebody's got to help on that and make Donovan Mitchell give the ball up.
Robinson squares and hits a 3. 85-69 Cleveland, just under 4 minutes to play in the third.
Donovan Mitchell's now over, I mean, Duncan Robinson's over 60% from 3 in the series.
Mitchell, swing it. Merrill, ball fake. That jumper, yes, sir!
Sam Merrill's 5th 3.
These Pistons fans are in a state of shock. LeVert misses on a 3-ball. Rebound, Sasser stripped of the ball. They were looking for a call. Harden gets it ahead. Mitchell in attack mode for 2.
Yeah, but if you're the Pistons, look, instead of stopping and looking at the referees, you got to run back. The effort tonight by the Pistons is just not what we're used to seeing from this team.
The roll by Robinson. Merrill gets a piece defensively. Mitchell clearing out space. Mitchell wants to dance with Reed. 10 to shoot. Donovan Mitchell! Chef's
Donovan Mitchell is just, this is as well as I've ever seen him play. This is not all necessarily his biggest numbers, but I just haven't seen him play better than this.
Sasser misses on a 3-ball. Pedal to the metal for Mitchell. He'll drive it and draw the foul. Sasser rounding out the 5 on the floor. 8-0 run, largest lead of the night. Jenkins tried to force it, and it's taken away by Mobley. Spread the floor with just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Schroeder and Mitchell having a catch, 9 to shoot. Mitchell, the step back J, money!
Wow.
Harris stops, kicks. Sesser got a three.
Donovan Mitchell just hasn't even looked flustered at any point in this game.
Schroeder penetrates. He tried to walk that tightrope. The Cavaliers lead by 23. Harris gives it up. LeVert loses the ball, and there was a foul. And Wade disagrees.
How many times this year have the Detroit Pistons given up 100 going into the fourth quarter?
Are these rhetorical questions, or you want an answer?
I don't have the answer.
Schroeder gets to the rim. Last 19 playoff games when they lead after 3 quarters. And this is a particularly large lead opening the fourth.
There's no one else.
And Robinson turns it over.
All right, I'm mad about that. I just tried to praise the guy, and he's not going to do that. He's going to do that.
Merrill, Terry curse during live action.
I and you know what? That move that Sam Merrill just made, that deceleration, that came into the game in the last few years. It seems like everybody's got it.
For the Detroit starters, 74-36. And that's a foul called.
A great playoffs. But that was just all.
Series has had twists and turns along the way. This one might be the most surprising of all. The fact that Detroit is getting blown out on its home floor in a decisive Game 7.
Well, there's no question. I mean, Cleveland had a chance to win on their home floor the other night and wrap up the series, and they got blown out and got outworked. And then from Cleveland, they have been outstanding at both ends. This is the best I've seen them play defensively in the playoffs.
Foul was called on Wade. Duren blows the layup. This is the 159th Game 7 in NBA playoff history. The home team 117-41 in those games. Merrill dumps it inside. Mobley against Duren. He tried to bounce it backdoor. It got knocked away.
He deflects the ball out of bounds. Cleveland gets their defense set.
Davis Jenkins makes his move on Merrill. The pull-up pop is good.
He's actually played pretty well on the offensive end.
Cavaliers lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals last year to Indiana 4-1. Schroeder just got knocked down. Harden gives it up on a pass, gets it back, and lays it in on the same page with Mobley.
Yeah, outstanding passing by both of them.
I feel like the bus ride home for these Cavaliers fans is going to be pretty sweet.
I think it's going to be boy.
You know, it's interesting because the Cavaliers have had excellent records the last few years. It hasn't necessarily.
Their own players and coaches would agree a season predictions that everybody thought would be meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals as the top 2 seeds. They go in at number 3 and 4. And New York's got to be thrilled because they get to open the series at home now rather than on the road here in Detroit.
Bad miss by Jenkins. Long rebound to Schroeder. 9 minutes to play. Harden will hoist. Short. Duren saves it for Cunningham.
James Harden's Game 7 offensive woes continue, but it hasn't mattered in this one.
Harden is 2 of 9 from the field. 0 of 5 from three-point territory, just 9 points. Schroeder circling. Flip it for Harden, 10 to shoot.
Well, Harden came in his 8 career Game 7s, shooting only 35% from the floor and 22% at the line. So not surprising. Playoffs, they'd only been giving up 38 points a game, the best in the league. They've given up 52 today to the Cavs.
Robinson stripped of the ball. Mobley makes the play defensively. Get it ahead. Mitchell couldn't bank it in. Mobley's got 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. And a foul is called. Take a look at the upcoming on ESPN. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. And with the
Cavs and the Spurs, you're still in rhythm for these teams. I think they can both go in and have a great shot at getting road wins in game 1 of the next series.
Cavaliers knew they were traveling for game 7. They were told, hey, pack for an extended stay because they'll go directly to New York. 7:35 to go. Just utter disappointment here in Detroit as Harden still can't make a three. Swing it out for the Sesser triple. It's good.
That's his 3rd made three. He and Robinson and LeVert, they're 8 for 16. Their bench from 3-point range. The starters 3 for 15 from 3.
And Schroeder, he has answered the bell.
I just love how under control he has played against this game, against what's normally a good defensive team. I'm going to quit talking about guys. I talked about Duncan Robinson, he turned it over.
Yeah.
We talk about Mitchell and he misses 2 shots, 3 shots.
And a foul.
Defense also created a lot of turnovers, but when you give up early at the free throw line.
1 out of 2 for terrific numbers for him. And came out right out of the gate very strong. Scored on the first possession. Had an aggressive mindset throughout. Pull-up jump, Sesser. Can't get to the drop. Puts it inside. Mobley gets the block on Duren.
But even at the start of the game he got off to, Donovan Mitchell got him going.
The 3 ball for Strus. 114 to 80. Cleveland. Cunningham can't answer. 0 of 7 from 3-point range. Another one for Strus? No.
And Cunningham came in shooting 43% from 3 in the playoffs, 48% from 3 in this series.
Strus just took exception to the takedown by Thompson, had something to say. Officials.
Well, down of the playoffs, it's just too bad that it has to end like this.
Ron Holland, the second, now in the game for Detroit. Sasser drives and kicks for Holland. The spin and the rejection by Mobley. Mitchell, the low dribble, saves it for Strus. And Mitchell will get up off the floor. And a timeout taken. I think Kenny Atkinson.
Well, his final end of the road for this year.
For this year.
Well, let's not make like Dirk's gone.
No. No, it's just a
That
segment.
sounded so final.
Merrill misses on a 3. Final end of the road this season.
Okay, good. We want to make sure everyone knows Dirk Nowitzki himself is not at the end of the road.
You understand, it's him singing.
I do. I just want to make sure we understand.
I think we do now.
Dirk is, he's going to be back.
Tolu Smith III gets the bucket. And he knocks it away, creating a turnover. Holland lost it for a moment. Holland lines it up and buries the triple. Chaz Lanier also in the game for Detroit.
These were not guys that anyone expected to see on the floor in Game 7 here at home.
Mitchell lobs it up and put down by
out of the game.
And Mitchell will take the foul, and that will.
All good players in their own right. It's a very deep Cleveland team. Harder, they played better. Between Cleveland and New York in the conference finals.
It's going to be the 3 seed and the 4 seed for the right to play for the NBA championship. Keon Ellis in, Thomas Bryant in.
Home team in this last week of our run this year, Ian. Okay, all right.
Our presence does not dictate.
I've seen you jinx a lot of me out tonight. I start to praise him. He misses 3 shots on 1 possession.
Naquan Tomlin in the game as well for Cleveland. For the final 3:28.
Naquan Tomlin, the only American-born player in the NBA who did not play high school basketball.
Tyson, the jumper doesn't go. So the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference will be out in the Eastern Conference semifinals, losing at home in a Game 7. Pistons won 60 games this season. They were trying to advance to the conference finals for the first time since '08 as Bryant misses on the jumper, rebounded by Smith.
So both of the top seeds in the East went out losing Game 7s at home. Boston losing to Philadelphia in the first round in Game 7.
Jenkins.
So Harden only played in the February game, and the Cavs won that one by 15 at home. Teams in the league. New York has been outstanding to the playoffs. Cleveland will have to play this kind of defense, what we saw tonight, but haven't seen enough from them. They're going to have to play that kind of defense, I think, to get past New York, who's playing at a really, really high level. But gosh, do we have some great matchups to watch. Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson will provide plenty of entertainment. Karl Anthony Towns playing at a very, very high level. But
The adversity of winning 2 7-game series. Cleveland actually has the most playoff experience of any team still left in the postseason. The Cavs' top 8 rotation players have a combined 558 career playoff games, 92 more than the next closest team. You can feel it where that experience shows up, whether it's James Harden with 187 playoff games alone, Max Drew, which is their first conference finals since LeBron James was a Cav, guys.
Yep, but something for NBA fans to look forward to with San Antonio and Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals. Smith gets the bucket on the inside, and Cleveland and New York in the Eastern Conference Finals.
well, and you hope guys like Mobley, Allen, Donovan Mitchell remember the 2023 first round whooping that New York gave them, where they absolutely
Turnover with just over a minute to go. Porter drives. Bryant loses it, gets it back. Couldn't finish initially. And now Porter will get the bucket. All window dressing right now with just under a minute to play. 120-94.
and that's the most, not only the most points they've scored in the series, but the most paint points now they have scored in the series. They just dominated Detroit in the effort areas tonight.
Ellis cashes in from long range. 50% from the field for Cleveland. 36% for Detroit.
All right, and I have no prediction for the Eastern Conference Finals, but I do have a prediction looking at the Cleveland fans.
You know this is a fact, or
No,
you're
that's just
speculating?
my prediction.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm prescient.
Cavaliers will dribble out the clock. And this topsy-turvy series belongs to Cleveland. A blowout Game 7 win in Detroit to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.